Hey, how's it going? No, I didn't just run through my apartment. That would have been silly. Hey guys, I got a good story for you today. I drove to work today, of course, like I do every day. I drove to work, and it's a Tuesday. And on Monday and Tuesday, they have street cleaning on one side of the street, and then on Tuesday, it's the other side of the street. So we have to park. We have to make sure that we get parking on the correct side of the street, because if we leave our car out there, then we'll get a ticket. A ticket pretty much equal to how much we're getting paid that day. So it's almost like we just should not have come into work at all. So I get a good spot. It takes me a little bit, but I get a good spot. It's like the last spot on the street. And then I'm walking into work, and this woman stops me. And she's like, hey, do you have a car? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And she's like, could you help me out? I need to jump my car. And I'm like, it's like already 8 o'clock, you know? Like, I'm supposed to be work at 8. And I'm like, And I'm like, you know what? Yes. Yes. Because I've been there before. I've been stranded. Like, I have to get to work and my car won't start. Have you guys been there? It's a nightmare. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm letting everybody down. So I'm like, yeah, of course I can help you. I just have to go into work, tell them where I am, get some jumper cables, and I'll be back. And she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. So that's what I do. I go into work. I'm like, hey, I'm going to help these ladies out. They need, a car jump. So they're like, all right. Get some jumper cables from the shop that we have at work, go back to my car, and drive it into their driveway. And while I'm driving in, this was very nice of them. While I was driving in, one of the ladies is like, I'm going to go stand in your spot to save it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, because it would be a hassle if my spot got taken. So I go back there, explain to the lady, like, she didn't really understand, like, how her car died or stuff like that, so I was sort of explaining, like, this is how it dies, this is how, like, your battery gets recharged while you run it and while you're driving. It took a couple tries, but I got her car to start, and she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she was so grateful that she was like, oh man, we are going to have to make dinner for you some night. And I'm like, oh no, you don't have to. She's like, no, seriously, we're going to. We're going to have to make you dinner. Do you live around here? I'm like, I live near USC, so it's not that far. She's like, okay, cool. Do you have a card? And so I gave her my card. She's like, thank you so much. We're going to call you and we're going to make you dinner. This is going to be fun. I'm like, all right. And it doesn't really matter to the story, but she was really cute. I mean, that doesn't really matter, but it is nice to have dinner with people. It's nice to have dinner with people who are, like, nice to you. And it was just cool because I thought about it, and if my boss had been there, and because we're really busy. I don't know if you saw my video from yesterday. We had a bunch of drop-offs, and we had more drop-offs today from Iron Man. 2 extra ones. Oh, it was a nightmare. We just been getting murdered in the returns department these past 2 days. It's going to be even worse tomorrow. But we have so much work to do. And if my boss had been there, because he came in at 9 today, because he was staying later. If he had been there, I would have said something like, hey, I'm going to go help these ladies jump their car. And he's like, you are absolutely not doing that, because we have a lot of work to do. There's more people on the street who can help them out. So you're not doing that. Go get to work. And then if that had happened, I wouldn't have, had them offer to make me dinner. I'm really excited. I love food. And I love meeting people and eating with them and stuff like that. So yeah. It was a hard day. It was an exceptionally hard day at work. My arms were very tired today. I think I had to lift like 3 bikes. And by lift I mean climb a very rickety 25-foot ladder and hoist these like ancient, like 1920s, like 50-pound bicycles onto my shoulders and hang them up with other bicycles that are just in your way. So you have to like push them over and hope they don't fall down and hit somebody. 3 of those. I had a whole bunch of fake meat up to the 2nd floor, a whole bunch of stuff up onto the roof. Busy day. But we kicked ass today, so that was good. It was a good day overall, I think. And that's about it. I made a Shoestring Congress video today. It's about family. You can check it out right over here. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I have today. So thanks for stopping by, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.